Like me, but it's alright. Check this out. I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna speak my piece and I'm gonna be out. I'm getting sick and tired of seeing everybody go to Africa except us. We need to be getting our asses over to Africa, whether it be to visit, whether it be to do business, whether it be to go over there and see if we can live over there. We should be getting our asses over there to Africa. Because you got the Chinese going there trying to take over. They're already trying to take over the Caribbean, okay? You got the Russians and the French over there doing what they want. Why the fuck are these people in Africa? Well, we know why they're in Africa, because they're trying to exploit the land and get all they can from the land. And then when they dry it up and they leave nothing, they'll leave the people poor while they make the riches off the people and off the land. And the greedy officials that are in charge will let it happen because they only give a damn about one thing, and that's the money that's in their pocket. Selfish bastards don't give a damn about their own fucking people. Those nations in Africa, they need to get leaders that actually give a shit about the people. At least in South Africa, we got some people over there that are fighting for their people, that are fighting against the injustices that go on against their people. And I applaud them for that. But we need other African leaders in their African nations to stand up against hatred and to actually give a damn about the people and not just about their back pocket. That's the problem that's going on over there in Africa right now. Chinese coming in thinking they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. French coming in, taking from the land like they did back in the day. The only reason France is even standing on its 2 feet is because of Africa. And they know it. And then you got the Russians, Putin coming over there. What the fuck is he doing in Africa? We know what he's doing over there, but he doesn't belong there. You see, I'm about this, people. I'm never, ever going to be about hatred. Never. I'll be angry about the things that people do and the actions that they take, especially when it's hateful. But I'm never going to speak hate speech. I'm never going to speak racism. I'm not going to practice racism because I wasn't brought up that way. But when you see black people go to other countries like China, when you see black people go to places like Russia, when you see black people go to places like France, they're not going to be treated like they're not going to be treated friendly. They're not going to be shown hospitality like the Africans are showing these people here. So I'm all about this. If you want to stay in the African countries, if you want to stay in the African nations, stay in any of those areas in Africa, then you need to be treating the people that are African, that are in your countries and in your cities, with respect as well. Otherwise, you don't need to be there. Because I tell you right now, if I was in charge of any of those nations in Africa, them motherfuckers would be doing business and they'd be getting kicked out quick. As soon as our business concludes, you get the fuck out. And that's all there is to it. You got Chinese opening up brothels over there. You got Russians going there trying to dig around and see what they can take from the land. You got the French over there exploiting the land like they've been doing back in the day. Africa is the most rich country. The country, I should say the nation, the region, the continent that has the most natural resources. And everybody knows it. That's why everybody wants a peace. But it's going to be a damn shame if a continent majority full of black people gets taken over by the oppressor. And in this case, the oppressor comes in many different forms, many different shades, I should say. I pray to God that the African people stand up and fight against this. I'm not saying they have to fight and kill. I'm saying they stand up and voice their opinions against these people coming in their country and exploiting their land. Because that is exactly why those Chinese are there. That is exactly why those Russians are there. And that is exactly why the French are there. They don't give a damn about African people. They only give a damn about how much money they can make off of that land. And as soon as that land is dried of its riches, of its natural resources, they will be done with that land. Everything they touch turns to shit. Everywhere they go, there's chaos. Everything they do is for the good of them. Not us, but them. This is ridiculous when I'm hearing shit like this. And the reason it's happening is because you got people in charge that do not give a shit about their people and only give a shit about themselves. Bottom line, it's disgusting to me. Putin's going over there to Africa. You don't belong over there. He wouldn't want no black people in his country. I know that for a fact. And you can call me racist all you want. I know it's not racism at all what I'm saying. I haven't said one hateful thing on this video. I've said facts. Because I know if I went to Russia, they wouldn't want me over there. I'd be treated like shit. A lot of them don't like black people, and that's just a goddamn fact. If I went to China, there'd be some Chinese people that would probably treat you really good. But the majority of them over there do not like black people like that. I don't care what you're seeing about these mixed marriages. That's bullshit. They do not like it. See, because these countries actually have pride in their own, in their own culture and their own people. They don't like the mixing of people from different, backgrounds going out there and mixing with their people. You can call that hateful, okay. But they have pride in that. They don't practice that shit like black people do all the time. All these guys will go over there. They will exploit the land, get the women pregnant, and leave them with no dad because they'll go back to their real women in their country, and that'll be a wrap. Yet I gotta keep hearing about how black men are fucked up, even though I know there's some fucked up black men out there as well. I gotta hear how black men leave black women with babies and responsibilities on their own. Yeah, some of them do. But do you think that these guys won't do the same thing? They've been doing it. You don't think these Russian guys go over there and bust a nut and then go right back to their Russian wives? You don't think these Chinese dudes have been doing it too? Y'all need to really check yourselves and wake yourselves the fuck up, because I'm woken up. I know what I'm talking about, and I'm not talking hatred. I'm talking reality. You people are in the fucking, I don't know, the twilight zone or the unnatural zone where nothing natural is supposed to occur and where reality is warped to your own twisted fucking fantasies. But I live in the here and now. I live in the nation of understanding that we live in a time where we are being oppressed by people, and we can be liberated if we just put our minds to it. But a lot of us don't want it because we like the system that we're in. Just like the coonish people who have that coonish mindset in Africa. I'm not talking about Africans as a whole. I'm talking once again about the people that are in charge of Africa that are not doing the right thing in those African nations. South Africa is doing their best to fight against oppression. They ain't taking that shit lying down. Other African nations need to rise up and do the same fucking thing and stop getting pushed around their own goddamn country. You can't go in their country and push them around. You can't go in their country and do whatever the fuck you want. They will persecute your ass in a heartbeat, especially if you're black. But they want to go in your country and do whatever the fuck they want. They want to go on your continent, set foot on your continent, and go into your cities and your towns and fuck your women and mess with your men, beat the shit out of your men, commit crimes, open up brothels. That's prostitute houses, okay? Where people have sex, if you didn't know that. Disrespect you on your own fucking soil and do whatever the fuck they want. Fuck your rules, they gonna make their own. And then you just gonna let them do that? But they won't give you the same fucking authority to do that on their soil? I don't think so. Wrong. That's fucking wrong, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So this is just my thoughts on this shit. It doesn't make any sense why this is happening. And I pray that these Africans who are waking up that understand that this shit is wrong, that they speak out. Their voices must be heard. Many of us are speaking over here about the shit that we're going through over here in this country, United States. Africans should be speaking about what's going on over there and on their continent. Just like the South Africans are doing. Because they've gone through it too fucking long. I was a kid and apartheid was going on back in the 80s. Still going on. And then it stopped, and you still got problems now. After that apartheid shit is over, you still got problems now. Steve Biko, black is beautiful. He came up with that term. Look him up if you don't know who he is. They beat that man into submission. He died in police custody back in the 70s. He is the father of black consciousness. When you want to talk about black consciousness, Look no further than Africa first, and then look at us, the Black Panthers and everybody else who got on board and actually really mean what we say when it comes down to loving us as a people. Think about it. The Black Consciousness Movement was started by Steve Biko. Look him up. If you do not know who he is, you will not be disappointed. I don't look at all Africans as my enemies. I know there are some skin folk that ain't kinfolk, yes, but I do not look at Africa as my enemy. And I hate what's going on in Africa. Yeah, I use the term hate. I use the term hate. I didn't hate a person. I hate the things that are going on over there, I said. Big difference. Anyway, that's all I got to say, ladies and gentlemen. I know a lot of you only watch the goddamn video because I barely get support in this channel like I used to get support on my other channel. But I'm doing this video anyway because I know someone will watch. I'll talk to you guys another time. Take care.